and I says, where do you start and where do you finish your profile from? The answer is, I'm going to start my profile from here. And I'm going to finish my profile, or sorry, I'm going to start the next phase of the profile. If I was now doing the sell trade, I would start my profile from here. Now, why is that the case? Because this is an accumulation area here. So in hindsight, we can see that that's an accumulation. So therefore, this whole area may be an accumulation. So we want to see what the accumulation is around those areas. You know, so we want to be grabbing that bit of information there. If there's nothing in this, then that's where we want to start. See this point here? That's where we want to start our profile from. If there's nothing in this area here, we want to be looking and saying, well, worst case, that's where I want to start my profile from there. Does that make sense? So when you look at my dollar yen trade on the S&P, it's turned out to be quite a nice bit of business, actually. The S&P never gave us that pullback, unfortunately, but the NASDAQ did in terms of an MXD trade. But if you look at my profile, you'll see that my profile starts on the break of that structure. Do you see that? And then the rejection of the break of that structure. So my profile started there so that we could take into account this accumulation here. Now, there would be nothing wrong to look further back, but the problem you've got with that is your profile is going to be building a lot higher than it probably should be. So we know with 100% certainty that that was an accumulation because it went up from there. So we can tell you with 100% certainty that that area there is accumulation for a long position because the price went up. Now you might be saying, but where would we start the top edge sell from? Because obviously this area is quite a sizable break of structure here, isn't it? So realistically, to put in a sell structure, you'd have to start there, wouldn't you? Because that would be where you'd be wanting to now take the price from at that stage. And obviously that's going to give you this very large area up here. That's okay. Well, make it a large area if you want to make it a large area. Alternatively, recognize that it's built into two real parts. There's the top edge real short, and then there's the markdown phase here, which was the POC. And obviously that's an area that you're going to be paying attention to anyway. So the answer is, there isn't an answer that is 100% this is how you've got to draw your profile. You draw it to show elements that you yourself want to see. And obviously that's the basic rule of thumb is you want to find where the accumulation was here, and therefore the profile should be at the beginning, not the bottom tick price, because that doesn't show the accumulation, it shows the markup. You want to take the accumulation into account as well. So you get it on the way down and the way up for the accumulation. That makes sense?